guys, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have the reformulated 80s Neons collection from Shinespark Polish. These are all neon creams with a slight shimmer. So today we're going to start with Yuppie Yellow. This is one coat of Yuppie Yellow on my natural nail. All of these polishes have a super creamy, easy formula. This one is not quite opaque at one coat, so we're going to come back for a second coat. Here is a second coat of Yuppie Yellow. Again, nice and smooth. The shimmer in this one isn't too apparent, but it is nicely opaque, especially for a yellow polish. I can still see a little bit of nail line, so I am going to come back for a third. Here is our third coat of Yuppie Yellow. This is going to make it completely opaque. It's a very intense, like yellow rain jacket yellow. These all dry to a semi-matte finish, so I am going to top them with KB Shimmers clearly on top. And here is the finished mani and a picture in Natural Daylight. Next is the orange of the collection. This is Outrageous Orange. Here's one coat on my natural nail. Don't mind a little fuzzy on the end. This is a great formula, a little bit sheer, so we are going to come back for a second coat. Now we're ready for the second coat of Outrageous Orange. I did notice a little bit of unmixed pigment. It doesn't affect the color any or the formula really, so here's two coats of Outrageous Orange. I can see a little bit of nail line, so we're going to come back for a third coat. Here is the third coat. Very creamy, and they layer super well. They don't build up too bad. Just a nice color. This does dry semi-matte, so I'm going to top it with KB Shimmers clearly on top. And here is the finished mani. And also a photo in Natural Lighting. So this is a soft, creamy orange. Next up is the lime green of the collection. This is called Glam Green. This is one coat on my natural nail. It did pick up a little more honeydew on camera than it actually is. It's a true lime green. So this is one coat. We'll come back for a second coat. Here is the second coat of Glam Green. Same easy formula. It builds up great. I can still barely see my nail line, so I am going to come back in for a third coat. I had a hard time getting my camera to activate the flash on this polish because it is so bright. So we're going to let this dry and come back in for a third. Okay, we're ready for our third coat of Glam Green. And this is going to make it completely opaque. I'm going to top it once more with KB Shimmers clearly on top. And here is the finished mani. So this is a little more true to color. It's a true lime green. And here is a photo with Natural Lighting. You can see how incredibly bright it is. So next up in the collection is the neon red. This is called Radical Red. It's very peachy toned. This is one coat. We're going to let this dry and then come back in for a second coat. You can see the shimmer in this polish a little more than you can in the others. So this is the second coat of Radical Red. And that's all we're going to need for this to be opaque. Great formula. Very smooth, very easy. And I've topped this with KB Shimmers clearly on top once more. And here is a photo in Natural Lighting. Gorgeous polish. Next up in the collection is the pink. This is Pumped Pink. Here's one coat on my natural nail. It's a little bit sheer. So we're going to let this dry and then come back in for a second coat. Okay, we're ready for our second coat of Pumped Pink. This builds up nicely. I feel like this polish shows the shimmer really well too. So it's a very Barbie pink, and I'm one to over manipulate my polishes. I love making sure that I have them completely even. It looked like I had a little low spot, so these are really easy to manipulate. They don't dry too fast. So that's all we'll need to be opaque. Here is the finished mani. Two coats of Pumped Pink. And here is the shot in Natural Daylighting. Next up of the collection is the purple. This is Psyched Purple. Here's one coat on my natural nail. It's a little bit of an orchid colored purple, very bright, very pinky. So here's one coat, and we'll let this dry and then come back in for a second coat. Here's the second coat of Psyched Purple. Same formula, great polishes, very creamy, self-leveling, and that's all we'll need for it to be opaque. So here is the finished mani with KB shimmers clearly on top, and a photo in natural lighting. Alright, next up in the collection is the Teal. This is the new color to the collection. This is called Totally Teal. I feel like this may be the sheerest of all of them. So here is one coat of Totally Teal. We'll come back in for a second coat. Here is our second coat of Totally Teal. This builds it up nicely. I can still see a little bit of my nail line. I have a lot of free edge, so we're going to let this dry and then come back in for a third coat. Here is the third and final coat of Totally Teal. I feel like this is one of the polishes that really showcases the shimmer as well. So 3 coats makes it completely opaque. We're going to let this dry and then top coat. And here is the finished mani with KB shimmers clearly on top. And a photo in natural daylighting. This may have picked up a tiny bit more teal than it is in person. The last polish of the collection is the blue. This is Bouncin' Blue. Here's one coat on my natural nail. And this is so close to being a one coat polish for me. I can still see a tiny bit of nail line, so we're going to come back in for a second coat. Alright, we're ready for our second coat of Bouncing Blue. This is going to make this one completely opaque. It's a very bright, pretty sky blue. So we're going to top coat this with KB shimmers clearly on top. And here's the finished mani. And here's a photo in natural lighting. So that's it for today, guys. This is a gorgeous collection. I absolutely recommend everyone pick it up. I will link Shinespark Polish's storefront down below, so if you're interested, go check it out. I'll be testing how well they water marble soon, and I'll also have more pictures available on my blog. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.